Channel 2 and Dimension 2-in-1 proudly present the 1991 Dimension Aerobics Championships.
Welcome to the 1991 Dimension Aerobics Championship. My name is Susie Aiken.
And I'm Simon Barnett, and tonight we have a great competition for you. It's the culmination of 3 regional finals held earlier in New Zealand, and we've got some international competitors.
We have competitors in 3 areas tonight: pairs, groups and individuals, and all must comply with 2 basic rules. Their routine must be no longer than 2 minutes, and it must be performed within a 6x6 metre area.
It all sounds very easy until you're out there on the mat. OK, now tonight's judges are from all around New Zealand, but we've got 2 international representatives from Australia and Brazil. And the judges will be looking at 5 categories: technique, exercise content, creativity, presentation and compulsories.
So let's take a look first at the performances in the group competition. Well, there's some amazing talent around, isn't there?
Incredible, isn't it?
Hard enough getting 1 person in time, let alone 5. Synchronisation is the key with the group competition, and that takes months of practice.
And let me tell you, an awful lot of sweat.
Yes. And let's take a look at some more performances in the group finals.
Keep busting.
Get up.
the 1991 Dimension Aerobics Championship, and the winner of the group section is Black Mo.
We mentioned before the 5 categories that the competitors are being marked on. First of all, technique. Now, the judges look for quality of movement and correct execution.
Exercise content, that's the quality and variety of movement, and we saw some good examples of that in the group exercise.
For sure. Creative composition also comes into it. Now, the judges compare each competitor in terms of originality, with music, moves and fluidity.
Presentation, a key area to look for. Competitors are judged on personality, expression, the way they communicate with the audience, and of course costumes.
And finally, the compulsories. Now, each routine has got to have 4 abdominal curls, 4 push-ups, 4 consecutive high kicks and star jumps.
So bearing that in mind, let's go straight to the New Zealand women's individual category.
You ready to kick some ass?
Welcome back. Well, it's been a tough night for the judges. They've got their work cut. Welcome back. Well, it's been a tough night for the judges. They've got their work cut out for them, haven't they?
Sure have. And it's interesting that in the 5 years aerobic competitions have been taking place, competitors seem to be showing much more flair and imagination, and the standard just gets so much higher.
And with New Zealand winning the World Individual Championships in successive years, we certainly are setting a high standard. Let's have a look now at the New Zealand Women's Individual winner.
It's Arlene Thomas from Wellington.
Make a better dance now. Hit it!
the standard of the individual category has been extremely high, and as with all top competitions, the winning margin can be within a fraction of a point.
So every second and every move in that 2-minute routine really counts.
Let's have a look now at the individual men's category.
Well, you can certainly see the strength, flexibility and agility required in such an explosive routine.
Just your words make me feel sore, Susie, actually. Like any top-level sport, this requires total dedication and can take months to train for, in my case, decades.
You're too hard on yourself, but most of our competitors are working full or part-time, and because of the amateur nature of the sport, they have to fit in those hours of extra training around their work commitments. It shows total commitment to the sport.
You're right. Still to come, the exciting pairs competition, but right now the winning performance in the men's category.
It's Auckland's Brett Fairweather.
Ladies and gentlemen, the story you're about to see is true.
Welcome back to the 1991 Dimension Aerobics Championship, and so far tonight we've seen some truly exceptional performances in both the groups and New Zealand individuals.
But right now, here's your chance to see how the Kiwis stack up against the world's best. They're on stage right now with the international individual category.
The music just turns me on.
And the winner of the international individual category was Brett Fairweather. Now let's take a look at the pairs.
Could make me through it.
Welcome back. And earlier tonight, we showed you a selection of the pairs competition.
Now, you'll have noticed the incredibly high number of movements in any given routine, but you'll also note no move is repeated more than once, except, of course, for the compulsories.
That's right, and every move is performed to the highest level of strength, execution and excellence.
Here's another selection from the mixed pairs category.
Let's take a look at the winning pair in tonight's competition.
Now, this duo make it look so much fun and so easy, and that's the key, isn't it?
It is. If you've been thinking about taking up partner dancing, maybe you could pick up a few moves here.
Although it should be pointed out that this is like playing a very intimate game of Twister.
And the winning pair, Kane Harnett and Leah Fletcher from Wellington.
you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. But a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say go and a D, then I say the name, then go and a fan and a go. And then I say the name again with an F this time. And there isn't any name that I can rhyme. But if the first two letters are ever the same, you drop them both and say the name. Bob drop the B's for Bob or Hugh. Hugh drop the H, go ooh. Mary, Mary drop the M, oh Mary. That's the only rule that is contrary. Nick, Nick for Vic, banana, banana for Vic. Keep that on me.
Well, that's it. What a great night we've had.
It's been great. Exhausting for the performers, but thoroughly entertaining to watch. Now, Simon, are you going to compete next year?
Yeah, I'm already working on my routine.
I'm looking forward to seeing
True,
it
I'm
then.
going to be a lethal weapon.
I believe it, I believe it. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of the one-arm press-ups turn into no-arm press-ups. I'm sure it'll be there next year.
From the 1991 Dimension Aerobic Championship, good night.
Good night.